We're now tuned into the Fight God Show.
It's the Fight Gods. This ain't your normal. Fight hard. This ain't for mortals. Talking boxing, wrestling, and UFC, BKFC, MMA, and WWE. Fight Gods. This ain't your normal. Fight hard. This ain't for mortals. Boxing, wrestling, and UFC, MMA, BKFC, and WWE. If it's a fight, gloves on, fist tape to bare knuckles. The gloves come off when we break down the scuffle. The place to be when you looking for a rumble. We see legacies made and watch foundations crumble. Beat them clean. I ain't the one to mess with. I snap on the beat like I check the leg kick. Prodigies, who gon' be the next pick? Show the whole world something they can be impressed with. Fight Gods. This ain't your normal. Fight hard. This ain't for mortals. Talking boxing, wrestling, and UFC, BKFC, MMA, and WWE. Fight Gods. This ain't your normal. Fight hard. This ain't for mortals. Boxing, wrestling, and UFC, MMA, BKFC, and WWE.
What up, everybody? We are in the building. July 27th. BC, what's up, bro? How you living?
I'm always good. You know this.
That's what's up. Ben, how you doing, bro? Ben is muted.
Oh, hanging in there. Another glorious day.
That's what's up. Nico, you showing off a little bit of gold. What you got, bro?
Gang, updated the place. New banner on deck.
That's what's up, bro.
Shit up. Little self-help book over here. You know how we living.
Nico, don't be a hypocrite, bro. Cause I got old footage.
Will, I don't like your attitude.
Nico, I don't like your attitude because you know I got old footage. I'll go find that shit.
What I'm saying that old footage, man.
You talking shit about Bisping, so don't act like you're a Bisping.
I still talk shit about Bisping, and what? I talk shit about any fighter.
All right, let's set the stage. First, Terry Howard said, "Yo, my brothers." All right, BC. I said I'll go ahead and say it because this was off the air. I said Bisping smoking crack because he said that Tom Aspinall was way better than John Jones, and he would beat John Jones the same way he beat Marcin Tybura. Do you believe that?
That's an off-the-wall statement.
And that's why I said he must be smoking crack today.
Nah, he's just gambling. He's trying to get them gambling debts out the way.
And it's his countrymen.
It is his countrymen, but he's fucking crazy. He's not. Bro, Tom Aspinall's not beating John Jones.
It depends on the context. If somebody asks him if he's a better striker, maybe.
The only thing he's got on John Jones is he's got better power. That's it.
Jiu-jitsu.
Who? Tom Aspinall?
I think his jiu-jitsu is at least neck and neck or superior.
With Jones?
No? You don't believe that?
No, not at all. Like, not even close. Jones has some of the slickest submissions, like, in the history of the UFC, bro.
Oh, no, man.
Submitting black belts, putting them to sleep. Bro, the standing guillotine. All right, so look. So here's what I'm going to say. I actually like Michael Bisping. That's the funny part about this. And I've always been a Bisping fan. All right, let's see. Adam Collins said, yo. But here's what I'm going to say, BC. There's something that Michael Bisping has done. That's incredible. Nobody in the history of the UFC has ever done it before him or after him. You know what it is, Nico? Do you know what it is?
Nah.
BC, do you know what I'm referring to?
One with one eye?
No, but that was pretty fucking dope. Ben, any idea what I'm talking about?
I mean, he's on the wrong end of the best knockout in UFC history. I know that.
That is true. But look, no fighter has ever been knocked out and then ended up winning the fight. This motherfucker got knocked out.
Yo, that's not a fact, Will.
That is a fact.
No, it's not.
That's a fact. Anderson Silva knocked his ass out, bro. That was fucking whole cooking.
At the end of the round, bro.
No.
Yeah, but look, here's the thing, Ben. They ended the round. Bisping laid there. 3 minutes later, they got him up and ready to fight, even though it's supposed to be a 1 minute in between rounds.
Man, that's because he was confused because Anderson was on the cage. He had no
Because he
reason
was
to get up.
knocked out, bro.
Nah, it's not because he was knocked out. No,
He was out. He got knocked out, and
nah, man.
bro,
He was rocked
Nico?
for sure.
he was done. He got knocked
sir.
out.
The
No,
disrespect is as loud as that Puma shirt.
And not only that,
Bro.
he's not the only man to have been knocked out and came back and won.
The Puma
Fuck
drip.
that. What?
I said the Puma drip. Yeah, he said something about my shirt.
Oh, all right.
The
Puma
Puma
drip is
drip.
fire. But
Hey.
he's not the only man to have been knocked out. Came
Hey,
back
Got
and won.
knocked out.
Do you remember that fight with Yoel
Check
Romero
combo.
and Tim Kennedy, where
combo.
Romero sat on the stool for like an extra 2 minutes after
Yeah,
the
it
end
was
of the?
bullshit.
Yeah,
combo.
I was thinking of that just randomly. Sorry.
He should have got disqualified. I mean, he should have. They should have called that a failure to continue.
Don't ignore me. Check Congo.
Check Congo, bro.
Oh yeah, against Pat Barry.
I would say that was more of like a flash knockout. But
Oh my God!
I
No,
would-
he
wouldn't
was
you?
way more knocked out than Michael Bisping was.
You think
way
so?
more knocked out. Stop.
What you think he got like beat back to? You think he got knocked out and
Yeah.
like gotten beat back away?
He got.
I would
beat
agree with
back.
that.
That was stiff. Congo was stiff, bro.
He was, like when he went down, definitely. And what you think he woke up when he kept getting hit?
Yes.
Mm.
Bro, yo, honestly, I seen that happen at Public House the other night. I swear to God.
All right, tell us the story, man.
Bro,
Set the scene, Nico.
look, I'm not gonna use no names, man, because I know I'll probably chop this shit up and put it on my IG just so this nigga can see it. But he pulled up to Public House with a broken hand, right? Pulled a knife out of his shit, talking crazy to some boys from the res. And while we're all trying to like keep them separated, you know, and telling them to calm down, homeboy got flanked and he got slapped in his face, right? He did not go down. It was a crazy slap too. What the fuck is that?
That's our newest sponsor, Mountain Dew Hot Dogs.
Oh my God.
BC,
bro.
what'd you call them, BC? The green glizzies, right?
So look, he gets slapped in
Mountain
his face.
Glizzy. But how disrespectful
Mountain
for you to
Glizzy.
cut off the middle of the story with some
I didn't
bad-
try to. It
So he
just kind of
gets
happened.
He gets slapped in his face, right? We get this dude away from him. While we still separate him, another one of my young bulls runs all the way around the bar to the front of it, comes through the front of the bar, out the back door, and sneaks him again. And he gets slumped over the bar. And then another dude comes and starts punching him in the head while he's on the bar, and he woke back up.
Wow.
Crazy. But
Sounds
pull
like
the
it,
knife on them boys. You don't pull a knife unless you're really ready to use that shit.
Nah, for sure you don't.
Especially on people from Brandon's land.
Yeah, I feel you on that, man.
Facts.
Makes sense to me.
Mother man. Or let you DNA and you can spray the machete.
Bro was getting punched in his face and saying, "But I still love you." Like, oh, this man is really fucked up right now. He was off that good yip.
I feel you on that, man.
Yeah, that's the funniest name to call that shit.
That's pretty wild. All right, let's get into it, man.
Back to Bisping being the man, though. Quitters never win.
Hey, I will tell you guys one thing. And like I've always said it, he beat Rashad. That fight was bullshit, I felt like. I felt like they didn't give him the decision because he got the Matt Hamill decision and he shouldn't have. So they fucked him on the Rashad decision. You remember that fight?
Yep.
And Rashad, I think, won a split decision. I thought it was bullshit. I thought Bisping won the fight. But it was like, well, we gave you this fight, so we kind of can't really give you both of them. It was bullshit, man. I thought he won that fight for sure. But, hey, Bisping had some great fights. And, I mean, him knocking out Luke Rockhold, I'm not going to lie, that was, like, ridiculous.
That might be one my favorite, just because, man, like, he was given no chance. He put that dude to sleep.
Yeah, man, that's when he pulled his dick off, right?
Yeah, and he beat him with it. Yeah.
Bro, see, and that it's funny because that's the fight that I was thinking of when they said that Sean Strickland was going to get this title shot. I was like, it's almost like that much of a, you know what I mean, a mismatch where it's almost like scary. You know what I mean? It's like I don't feel like Adesanya has a whole lot to prove in that fight. And I think it's more of like a risk, an unnecessary risk than anything. If that fight even happens, I don't even know if that fight's gonna happen. But
I think
if it
once
does,
he cools off a little bit over the DP stuff, he'll see things that way. Like, man, this is a fight that's not worth the risk, really.
yeah, yep. I mean, Strickland's kind of a nut job, man.
I mean, the build up to that fight would be awesome, but it's kind of like Strickland's good, but he's like what 7th or 8th right now, and he beat a guy that was unranked, so it would kind of be a stretch to book that fight for some people. But the build up would be phenomenal.
Right. Just like the Michael Bisping fight, exactly. Man, and like for years I've been wanting to see it. I would rather see Vettori versus Strickland. I think the shit talking would be outstanding between those two.
That man's face is broken until next year.
Who Vettori?
Yeah, Cannonier busted him up.
Oh yeah, he did. I mean, but I'd still like to see that fight. Terry wants some of that good shit. Terry,
I got you, Terry. You can't be out there doing Tony Hawk shit. This isn't X Game season, Tony.
Terry definitely needs something
Mick
to help
Foley.
him out.
Terry was wilding on that video, man.
Terry was off that good shit when he hopped on the bike.
Oh God. Thing gave me flashbacks when I cut my whole face up when I was a kid, riding bikes off of a ramp.
That boy Terry Funk.
Terry was out there doing CW stunts.
For real. All right, let's get into this. Let's talk about these fights. UFC 291. Ben, I know you were talking about the undercard. Anything you want to talk about on the undercard specifically? I know, Derek Lewis versus Marcos Rogerio de Lima. That's that'll be fun.
That'll be fun. Yep.
Derek Lewis fight. I don't know much about this Gabriel Bonfim. You know him?
Oh yeah, Bonfim. He's not bad. That'll be another good fight. Like even the undercard's loaded, but I saw that the Holland versus Chiesa. Is that like the featured prelim?
No, it's the first fight on the main card.
Oh no, what's the featured prelim?
Bonfim versus Trevin Giles.
Yeah, this is a fight that they're giving. I mean, Trevin Giles is good, but this is going to gauge where Bonfim is at. Because Giles is a scrapper and he's got some power, but this is a definite fight for the other guy.
Yeah, I got
It's a prove it fight for him, basically. Being the young
Garbrandt on the undercard for this one too? Sorry, BC.
Garbrandt?
Yeah, I thought this was him. He was on the undercard for this one too.
No, not on this. ABC Terry said he got his spicy noodles, man.
Yeah, you got mad spicy noodles. You good on that.
Yeah.
But like I was saying, Bonfim, I don't really know how to say his name because I know I'm not pronouncing it right, but it's basically a fight to see what he could do against a striker. Since most of his wins come by way of submission.
Okay.
It's gonna be a proven fight for him for the most part. And Giles is supposed to some tough competition. I don't think he's a stick in the mud.
Right. Yeah. That's what's up. I'm trying to look him up now. So he's 14-0. Yeah, with 11 subs and 3 knockouts. That's pretty damn good. He came off the Contender Series. That'll be something to watch, man. That sounds
Giles lost to Drakus on his way up too.
That was going to be my fight of the night pick, except the fucking main card, the main event. The main event's going to be a dog war, man.
Yeah, that'd be a good fight. But yeah, let's talk about the first fight of the night on the main card. Hey, this is like a fun card. Like I feel like every fight on this event could be like a fight night main event.
This is the WrestleMania of UFC cards. I was saying this all week.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's because of the big boxing fight, but they put on for this card. This card's gonna be crazy.
Nah, I refuse to give this WrestleMania status with.
It's SummerSlam. It's a big four,
bro. As far as the names go, And the
With
way it
no
might
title
show up,
fight.
huh?
With no title fights. I
Hey,
can't go Mania. I'll
the
go
BMF
SummerSlam.
title.
I'll go SummerSlam.
Your
Well,
pop said
name
none of
one
them could
card.
beat you,
Name
Nico.
another card that was this stacked though. And you can't say it's a better card just because you've seen a knock. If it was a card full of knockouts, cool, that's a good card. But still, though, like this shit that's on this card, crazy.
That last pay-per-view was really good, right? It had
Yeah, it's
Whitaker
pretty
and DDP, and it had 2 title fights, right?
title fights,
So
yeah.
that was a pretty good one.
Yeah.
They normally pull out all the stop for the 10s. You know, that was a 290. They'll pull the stops back out for 300.
Oh, 300 is
They
going to be
always
off
go
the
crazy
wall.
for the 10s. Yeah,
That's
they
going to
always
be
go
the
crazy
biggest
for the
card
10s.
ever.
Yeah. They're going to actually have Floyd and Ronda fight just for you, Nico.
I was going to say Zuckerberg and Musk.
And that'll
They'll
be the
put that as
co-main.
like the main event on UFC 300.
There you go.
Floyd Mayweather will beat the shit out of Ronda Rousey with both hands tied behind his back in a grappling match.
I don't know what she's doing, man. Anyway, let's talk about Michael Chiesa versus Kevin Holland. Man, I love this fight. I think it's an awesome fight. I feel like both of them are really slick on the ground, but I think that Holland has the advantage in the stand-up. That's why I'm going to pick him. BC, where are you leaning on this fight?
I'm gonna take the older man, and I'm gonna take the underdog in this fight, Chiesa.
Is
Only
Chiesa the
because,
underdog? I haven't seen the odds.
yeah, I believe so. Because I think that Holland's got a better record than Holland is. I believe he won his last fight, correct?
What? Did he lose to Kamzat last fight?
He won, didn't he?
Nobody beat Kamzat.
No, his last fight was against Ponzinibbio, and he knocked him out.
Because he lost to Chimaev before that, right? Because he fought that.
No, he lost to Thompson before that corner stoppage, and then he lost to Chimaev the fight before that. Yeah, and let's see.
Holland's got the reach advantage, striking advantage, youth advantage, but I don't think that if Chiesa gets him on the ground, he's gonna have a good day.
Yeah,
I feel like he can get him there, so I'm gonna take the underdog there.
maybe. Maybe. I mean, the only thing I'll say about jiu-jitsu guys getting Holland on the ground is don't forget what he did to Jacare. Because
He just better not say anything about Chiesa's mother. That's his trigger.
That would be a bad idea. That'd be a bad day for him, man. All right, Nico, how you looking on this fight?
I'm torn, man. I'm really torn. I agree with everything that's being said. The advantage definitely goes to Holland on the feet, but Chiesa is a fucking dog, man. I've been liking Chiesa and Bilal's wrestling, man. Like, I really have. I think I'm going to rock with Michael for this fight.
All right. What about you, Ben?
I've been a Chiesa guy for a while. I picked him against Sean Brady, too, when he lost that fight to Sean Brady. I just really think that it's kind of like, I don't know if you saw Holland's like pre-fight interview or whatever, but he was talking about how at first he really disliked Mike Chiesa a lot, but now he really respects him and he likes him. And he said, of course, the object is to punch him in the face, but you all know what happens if he gets a hold of me and drags me down. He's like, it's a totally different game. And I mean, Holland swings wild, so I can see Chiesa getting underneath something and taking him down and just kind of putting an end to it. So I'm going to pick Chiesa here too.
All right. Let's see. 1, 2, 3.
But Holland's only got to land one. So.
Right. Tony for. All right. The next fight is Tony Ferguson versus Bobby Green. Ben, go ahead and go first since you went last on that last one.
I mean, regardless of what Tony's looked like in his last few fights, I think his pre-fight interviews where he's talking about not retiring and 5 fights in a belt, and he's just, I mean, I gotta go with Bobby Green. The dude's a volume puncher, and
Tony's a nut.
Huh?
That was a fucking swerve, and that's hilarious. Good shit, Ben.
Yeah, I got to go with Bobby Green. I think Tony's spent, man. I think the damage in the Gagey fight left a lot of Tony in the cage. And, This isn't a guy that I'm confident in going out there. I think he'll play Bobby's game, and Bobby will just overwhelm him.
All right. Nico, what about you?
Why is this man still in the UFC?
No idea.
Give him his retirement fight. I don't care that he wants 5 more in a title fight, but give him his retirement fight, man. Get this man the fuck out of here. The wheels ain't the same no more. He can't even hit the drop steps while homie is hitting his name no more. He crawling across the ring now.
Nico, when he
Bobby Green.
Yeah. Hey, if Tony loses this fight, should that dude bust in there and chase him out with the broom?
That was going to be my question to Nico too.
Just actually. Like Apollo. Sandman.
Like, do you think if he loses, the UFC kind of guides him towards retirement, like they sometimes do to some of their fighters?
No, because you know what he'll do? He'll sign with BKFC tomorrow if they release him after he loses, guaranteed. And he'll go get fed to Mike Perry.
Yo, prime Tony Ferguson, El Kukui, the Boogeyman, was a problem. Nobody wanted to fight him. Now, basically anybody will line up to knock this man out. After he took that kick to the face from Chandler, man ain't been the same. He clearly has CTE because he said he thinks he's in his prime.
And let's not forget, Ben, you were talking about what he said. He also said he fired his entire camp. You know, right? He said he fired all his coaches.
Did you hear him talking about tracking a bear down? Like he went with his bare hands and a knife to track down a bear?
No.
This guy,
maybe it was a cocaine bear.
He's just wild, dude. Like, I think prime Tony walks through Bobby Green, obviously, right? Like, we all can agree on that Tony 5 years ago, 3 years ago, however long ago it was, would murder Bobby Green. But I just think this version of Tony...
I'm not rolling with that.
You don't think so?
I'm not rolling with that.
I just think this version of Tony is...
man.
Yeah, he is. He's one of the best strikers in that division, like, period. You know, he has good hands. And I feel bad for Tony. I do.
All right. First, I'll start out by saying, yes, I definitely think Bobby Green is going to win this fight. I've been a Bobby Green fan forever. Before he was in the UFC, I've told you guys before, he was fighting fucking Joe Lozon in that, like, off-branch, what was that shit called? Affliction MMA. And, like, during the fight, he's fighting Joe Lozon. Joe Lozon's on top of him, and he's like, oh, shit, Donald Trump, what's up, man? Oscar De La Hoya. And he's fucking calling out all the celebrities in the crowd. But, Ben, I'm going to disagree with you on something. And I think I may have told you this on the air before. I don't think Tony's been the same since Lando Veneta landed that fucking right hand in the first round.
Well, exactly.
Because, like, since then, I mean, he's never been the same. And I feel like he's always been gun shy. I think that dude did, like, serious damage to his jaw, and he just never recovered. Now, I know, like, you know, he's gotten worse and worse since then, and, like, that fight you're talking about and the fight DC was talking about, but shit, that Lando fight, oh, my gosh, man, he took a fucking beating from a no-name guy and won the fight, but, you know.
I thought he personally ain't been the same. He personally ain't been the same since the FS1 camera cord tripped his ass up. That's what I personally think, bro. You know?
That's true, too.
Nah, bump that. My fight, he went to sleep. For good!
I just remember, like, because it was during the pandemic, right, when he fought Gagey and everywhere was empty.
Yep.
I just remember hearing those shots landing, dude, and him just
sickening.
Unbelievable. I'd never heard anything like that before. Like, he was getting hit so hard.
The only time I ever heard shots like that landing was one other fight when Anthony Smith versus Glover, when Glover was like knocking his teeth out. Those fucking thuds were just like that. Same exact feeling watching that. But yeah, I totally agree. The Gaethje, Gaethje finished him off. Let's put it that way. He definitely finished off his career. What's up?
Nothing, man. That was grimy.
Yeah. So, all right. We all agreed on Bobby Green on that one.
Gaethje finished him off. Hey, yo.
Did,
with his hands?
with his hands to the face.
What a freaky boy, yo. Freaky boy.
Lee, you're the one who changed it to something else. Hey, next fight. Nico, know you're a big fan of this dude, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson versus
I got a chop bet on this
Michael
fight.
Pereira.
I chose Michel Pereira.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Wow. Okay. I'm
I
surprised.
put a
I know
chop bet
you're
on it.
I know you're a Thompson fan, but
I am. I'm a big Thompson fan.
going with your
I like Michel Pereira too, though. I like Pereira too.
He hits fucking hard, man.
And he's a wild man.
Yeah. What about you, BC?
I got Thompson. I know he's 40, and I know that Pereira is explosive. But after what he did to Holland last fight, hey, man. I'm gonna stick with him, man. He looked pretty good.
That's smart money, man. I just wanted to get a chop bet off.
What about you, Ben?
I'm actually going with Michel Pereira as well. I just think he hits hard, and his style is unpredictable and wild. And I kind of picked against Thompson his last fight because I don't know how many more vintage Wonder Boy fights we're gonna get, and I think this is gonna prove that. I like Wonder Boy, but he's getting up there.
Yeah. I'm going with Wonder Boy, so we're split down the middle. I just think that Wonder Boy, I think, and I'm not positive, but I feel like he can, kind of weather the storm and keep Pereira away from him, with kicks, different stuff like that, and try to. I mean, obviously he can't stand there and bang with him, but I feel like he could point fight his way to a decision in a 3-rounder. Let's put it that way. If it was a 5-rounder, I don't think I would pick him, but in a 3-rounder, I'll go with Wonder Boy. But after that, now we get to the good, to the real good fights. I mean, they're all good, but versus, hold on one sec. Oh yeah. All right,
I
BC.
feel like you're not gonna talk about it though. I got Derek Lewis in his fight.
Oh yeah, I kind of just left off the undercard, just so we didn't have too many to pick. But
yeah, no, I didn't realize it was on the undercard till you said it.
Yeah, I got you. He's fighting Rogerio de Lima.
De Lima.
Oh, De Lima. Oh, that's gonna be funny, man. That's a good first round right there. Somebody go to sleep off rip. I'm going with D. Lewis too.
Yeah. I think Lewis will win, but I don't know, man.
That fight did not go in 3 rounds. No way. I don't think they get out the second. No chance of hell.
If we do get out the second, I got De Lima, but right now my heart go with the Black Beast.
Yeah.
Derek Lewis broke my heart so many damn times. I'm not picking him.
All right. Let's go with this one.
If this gets to round 3, it's gonna be so fucking sloppy.
It'll be like Lewis and Roy Nelson.
Yeah.
When they got didn't they go the whole distance? They were fucking dying by the time that thing was over.
Or Lewis versus Eliud Latifi when it was like Latifi's first fight at heavyweight. It was bad.
Yeah, for real. All right, BC, let's talk about Jan Blachowicz versus Alex Pereira. Not Michael's big brother, by the way.
All right, so because they both beat the style bender.
Mm-hmm.
One did it in the light heavyweight though. So at light heavyweight, I feel like Jan has a power advantage, not a striking advantage.
Okay.
But if Pereira puts on a good show and he has a good game plan, he could still be in the picture for a lot of things at that weight class, even though he lost to Jan, because Jan is Jan. Polish power prevails.
All right. I got to go with Pereira. I told you guys like months ago that I thought he was going to go up and take that title, and then he decided he was going to. I got to go with him, which kind of hurts me because I really like Jan, but I got to go with Alex. I think that dude was way too big for cruiserweight or uh, cruiserweight, right?
Middleweight.
No, middleweight, yeah. He was way too big for middleweight. I think he's much better off at 205. And like I told you before, he's 6'5". I think he's going to end up at heavyweight within a couple more fights after this. But I'm gonna go with him. I think he's going to be a lot quicker than Wachowicz, and I think that's going to make for a early stoppage.
Even with that natural power at the weight class.
Yeah, I think he's gonna.
As far as wrestling.
No, I think he's gonna stop him early in the fight. I think he's gonna put Jan to sleep.
All right.
Yeah. He hits hard, bro. Hits real hard. And now that he doesn't have to cut weight down to 185, I think he's gonna hit even harder.
They're both left-handed.
And the other thing about this fight, and I'm glad that I thought about it real quick because I was thinking about this fight the other day. I also think that Alex is a whole lot more athletic, and I think that's gonna definitely work to his advantage. I think he's got the speed. I don't know if he's got a power advantage. We're gonna have to see how it translates at 205. Ben, we haven't seen him fight at 205 in the octagon, man. You can't say no. I mean, he hits pretty fucking hard. 2 out of 3 fights, 2 out of his last 3 fights, he's put people to sleep, including, Stylebender. But I definitely think he's more athletic, and I definitely think he's gonna have a speed advantage.
I can't let you get away with that.
Get away with what?
He didn't put Stylebender to sleep.
He did. I mean, he TKO'd him.
Yeah, but he could have. If he was in the fight, he was trying to dodge the shit. He was getting hit, but he was still trying to dodge.
Yeah. All right, we'll see. Okay, let's see. Let's put it this way: he TKO'd Stylebender, but Jan couldn't. So
now you're flawless. Now I can't say shit.
No, couldn't, or did not.
Couldn't.
I don't.
He was trying. I feel like he was trying. You don't think he was trying to finish that fight, Nico?
I think a different game plan was implemented.
Okay. Well, how do you think this fight's gonna go?
Excuse me for a second, guys.
I think Jan wins.
You do? Okay.
I do. I don't think that the power is going to translate up at 205, and how we not sure how Alex is about to respond to this shit now that he been slumped. He was put out cold, bro, by Izzy.
Mm-hmm.
I think Jan's power is probably greater than Izzy's if he touches that chin. We're not sure how he's about to handle this shit at all. Okay. I gotta rock with Jan. I do. I've seen Jan go the distance with, what's my man's name? Magomed Ankalaev?
Mm-hmm.
Ankalaev got some fucking power in those hands, man. His kicks are fucking heavy too. Like, that's a man of a fucking man. And we just saw Jan go the distance with him. I think that his chin is tested, tried and true. And his wrestling is far superior to Alex's. So I don't see where Alex gets it done versus him.
Okay. I'll get back to that in 1 second. I want to hear what Ben has to say, and then I'll tell you what I think of that, though. What do you got, Ben?
I literally spent all week thinking about how Alex was probably going to mutilate this guy. Until today, when I kind of was thinking about Jan's game plan in his last couple fights, like kind of like what Nico said, like he didn't try to put Izzy to sleep. He wrestled him and won his fight and knew he was going to win his fight and didn't put too much risk behind it. So I think his grappling is a little bit better, especially considering he's doing it against guys that are equal in Alex's size, if not bigger. Like other 205ers, once they rehydrate and stuff, they're huge, you know. I think he leg kicks a lot better than Alex. I can't recall too many times that Alex, he literally threw 70 leg kicks against Ankalaev. You know what I mean? That was his whole game plan, Jan's. And I worry about, we know how hard Jan hits at 205, but does Alex know how hard a 205er hits? You know, I'm siding with Jan, I think.
I've seen this video footage of Alex getting tagged up by this dude. Couldn't be more than 180 pounds, man. He was bopping that motherfucker's heads off his shoulders. I don't like the look of this shit for him, man. I think that Alex is where he's at because he had Izzy's number. You know, and he's just one of those things where people match up nice. I think he's about to get lost in the sauce up here at 205, man.
Okay. So I think at 205, I think he'll be fine because his main sparring partner is who?
Glover Teixeira, but that don't
And
mean
who whipped
doesn't mean
Wahovich's
anything.
ass 2 fights ago?
It doesn't mean anything, though.
It does. How doesn't it mean
don't-
anything?
I agree.
Nico, okay,
I
look.
think
Nico, oh no, hold on. Nico, if I'm getting ready to fight you, right? And I know you lost 2 fights ago to like one of my sparring partners, and like you didn't just lose, you got your ass kicked because he got his ass kicked by Glover.
Mhm. Yeah.
I feel like
I'm
that's
with
gonna
you.
give me
I'm
I feel
with
like
you
that's
in
gonna
terms
give
of
me a good
mathematics.
advantage.
I'm with you in terms of that math. However, I would rebuttal if Khabib was still active, he would have finished Volkanovski. I believe that in my heart, in my soul. I believe he would have made Volk look fucking stupid. He would have made Volk look stupid.
I mean, I agree with that. Okay, I agree with
why
that.
couldn't Islam do it if that's his main training partner, his main sparring partner? His dad was his coach. You are not your sparring partner.
You're not. You're right, but Khabib never fought him.
Rock with that math, bro.
But Khabib never fought him, so that doesn't really work.
I don't know, man. I just can't rock with that math, bro.
I mean, hey, we'll see. We'll see Saturday. I like being the lone wolf on this one, BC, because this is the fight I feel the best about. So I like being the lone wolf.
I feel like you're trying to convince yourself.
I'm not, Nico. You know why we're in this desert, right?
Why?
I'm a lone wolf, bro. We're looking for hookers and cocaine, man.
All right, look. The only other lone wolf I know is Baron Corbin, and that motherfucker's a loser.
No, in NXT, bro, he's whipping some asses. He's doing good now. Until
he about to challenge for the title, and he gonna lose.
No. He's not challenging for the title. He's fighting Gable Stevenson at whatever.
Gable Stevenson gonna smoke his boots.
I know. he got suplexed and shit around. Ben left. All right. I don't know where Ben went. Hopefully he's back for the main event. Nico, I'm gonna let you start up for the main event. Since BC did the last fight. Dustin Poirier, Justin Gaethje, part 2. You lied earlier.
Y'all motherfuckers know already.
BC, I tried to stand up for you earlier. He lied. He called you out and he lied. He said that there's no title fights. It's for the BMF championship. Nico lied, bro. Live on the air. We got it on video.
Facts.
This shit ain't for nothing. Honestly, it's for no belt at all. But anyway,
it's for the BMF.
Fucking way. How is it for the BMF if George ain't fighting?
George is done, bro.
It's fact. That's facts, though. It is. I just found that out before we got on.
Yeah. I understand, but who won the baddest motherfucking belt?
George did, but then he lost to everybody.
It don't matter. He ain't put the belt up. He ain't lose the title. How y'all fighting for the title? Anyway,
if we're talking the lineal BMF,
I digress.
Edwards, right?
I've been telling y'all for the past month who I've been with subliminally. Y'all see me walk out in a war hat. It was about Marvin Hagler, but it was also about my Dustin Poirier. DP gets the job done again. War.
Did he finish? Did he finish Gaethje the first time? I can't even remember. How did that fight end?
I don't think so.
Did he TKO him? Let's see.
I thought that was UD.
Dustin finished him before.
He did, right? Okay, I thought he did.
In the fourth, you said?
In the fourth. Yeah.
Yeah, it was late, Nico.
All right. Ben, you're back. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, I have to.
BC, go ahead.
No, I want to hear where was you at, Ben? I want to hear that. Where was you at, BMF Benny?
My kids are wilding out.
Wildin'.
Pick up and kill it and kill it and kill it. All right, Ben, who you got, man?
Oh, man, this was really hard. Who did everybody else pick?
Only Nico so far.
You went with Dustin?
Well, Nico
Dustin.
said DP, actually. He didn't say Dustin. He's like, I'm ready for a DP on Saturday.
Whoa, that shit is Momo. That's some crazy shit. What the fuck? Hey, yo. Brandon, get your mans tonight. What is he on? What type of time is this motherfucker on tonight?
Bro, I've been up since
Respectfully,
3:45 this morning.
I should have
This
known
shit
with that
crazy.
colored shirt on. He knew what time it was. We should have known
Bro,
what time it
yo,
was.
Ben,
Why are you
Man's
hating
do
on
on
the
me a
shirt,
dangerous
bro?
favor,
time.
Ben.
It's the
Oh,
Do
same
me a
color as the
favor.
caution cone.
don't hate on the. No, it's not, bro. It's
Fucking
this actually is an
pause,
orange. This is
bro.
salmon. It's salmon, bro. No orange in it.
Bro, ain't nobody ever spit roasted me. Ever. Get the fuck out of here. Look like, bro, I'm not participating in a spit roast. I'm not getting spit roast. Like, there's no DP going on over here.
All right, Ben is cracking up. BC, who you got in the fight?
I got Dustin. So
God,
yeah, Dustin's fucking resume is crazy.
it's pretty
Put
ridiculous.
respect on his name, and most of those are finishes, by the way. Now on the other side, I didn't know Gaethje's record is as good as it is,
Pretty fucking
and it was
good.
that, huh?
I said it's
He's
pretty
24
fucking
and 4.
good.
He's
Yeah,
24
it's
and 4,
great.
and one of those L's is to Poirier. So
Right.
Yo. And Justin just is coming off of a brutal fucking war. A war that had to have taken years off
Fiziev?
of his career. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't know if he had fought since then. I couldn't remember. All right. Ben, where you at on this one, man?
I'm going with Dustin as well. I think that Gaethje can't play the same games he plays with Dustin, with other people that he plays with Dustin, and he knows it because Dustin will finish him in those moments.
All right. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I was gonna go with Dustin too, but because I don't even want to agree with you guys and have everybody picking the same person, I'm gonna go with Justin.
Yeah, get your ass out of here.
I am, bro. Last time we all picked the same people. Every single one of our picks was wrong. You know I'm right. We even said we broke the fucking UFC that night.
Hey, get your ass out of here.
I'm good. I'm going with Justin. Bye TKO. Yep. All right, so let's see something.
He is not putting Dustin to sleep. Who?
Putting Dustin
Bro,
to sleep.
Connor is like the last man to put Dustin to sleep.
Okay.
He's not putting Dustin to sleep.
Putting Dustin to sleep.
Get the fuck out of here.
Isn't Dustin coming off of like a vicious ass whooping?
Versus who?
Maybe
Versus-
Charles. I thought he
versus
beat Michael
Charles.
Chandler.
Oh, that's right. He did beat Chandler after that, didn't he? Yeah.
choked him
that's
out,
right.
made him
Yeah.
tap.
I'm still going with Justin. Fuck Dustin. Because of him, I had to drink hot sauce. Fuck that dude.
We still waiting on Ben to do his shit.
Man, that's not gonna happen.
Oh fuck!
Shut up. Shave your stash.
No,
Yeah.
I thought it was like Coke with some Mentos or something also.
yeah,
I
it
don't
was.
know what the fuck it was.
It was Coke and Mentos, and you wanted me to do a shot of vinegar. Just
Shave
remind
my
me.
brows up. Shave them brows up.
I thought you told me to smoke Marlboros. I'm like, okay, I guess.
I don't know why you want to kill Ben. Shit, just shaving the mustache or the Mentos thing's not gonna kill him. Why you want him to smoke
He gotta
Marlboro?
shave the brows and he gotta buzz cut the head. He gonna look like Powder with a stash. And that nigga running in the rain after somebody throw his ass in the mud real quick. That's a classic fucking movie, man. That shit's a classic. When the last time you watched Powder, Will?
You want to know the truth? Never in my life.
What?
Never seen
fuck? What the
Never
fuck?
seen it, bro.
You would never have watched Powder
face
before.
is fucking
Didn't appeal to
melting
me.
right now.
Never appealed
It
to me,
didn't
bro.
appeal to me either.
So why the fuck did you watch it?
Because I was a kid.
You just do. You just watch it.
Yeah, you
Okay.
just watch Powder, bro.
Yo, you know it's crazy, yo. I feel like I was over your house when you was watching that shit.
Thank you, Brandon. I'm sure you were, bro. I just remember him running in the ring, getting struck by lightning. Such a classic, bro.
Must have missed it. All
I'm gonna
right.
send you that clip tonight, Will.
All right, you can do that. All right. Nico, you want to break down this boxing match
What
between
boxing match?
Crawford and Spence?
I think Crawford gets it done. That's all I can tell you. They're both clean as fuck. Spence is very clean. His power is crazy. He's looking built the fuck up before this fight right now. Like, his shoulders and back are scary. But I can't go against Bud, man. I'm a Bud Crawford guy. I'm rocking with him. I think he's the more polished of the two.
That's what's up. Anybody else want to talk about it?
Were you going to leave me out of this? Anybody
No, I
else
said,
want to talk about it?
would
Do
anybody else
want
like
to talk
to talk
about
about
it? I want to talk about it.
I'm not making a pick because I don't watch boxing like that. I'm not gonna like sit here and be, oh yeah. I mean, I don't really watch new boxing.
I know
at
I
least.
brought up on this podcast before that my favorite boxer is Bernard Hopkins.
Mhm.
And right after that, Tyson. But number 3 is Terence Crawford.
Bud
Crawford.
That's right.
He's a switch puncher. He can switch stances, get in
That's
and out
right.
of shit. He's very smart in the ring, and that's why he's able to do that, because he'll figure out your weaknesses in the first 4 rounds and then go in with his styles, go into some start boxing and try to dominate you. And usually that's what happens. That's why he's undefeated. Errol Spence is a punch. He's a smart puncher. He's athletic and all that, but I don't know if he's got as much dog in him as Terence Crawford does. At first, I thought they were a couple years apart, but now they're literally a couple years apart. I thought they were like 8 years apart. Nah, but Spence is 33 and Crawford is 35. So that's
insane. That's a testament to how nasty Bud is, though, because I'm sure you thought Bud was the older of the two. By more, right?
He is.
You would
by
think
a
he
lot.
was like 8 years older because of how refined his boxing is. Yeah, man, for sure.
Bro, he's ready, bro. He don't got no haircut. He don't got no haircut. You know that's a no-no in the black household. You going out there in a big fight? Nah, you out there with no haircut? He ready. He working.
I feel you.
Everybody says that Spence probably ain't himself because of the accident he had a few years ago when he flipped his Ferrari. I think he's himself. But I mean, maybe it's a mental game that they play when they go to the press conferences. And speaking of press conferences, did any of y'all see the press conferences?
I haven't been watching presses.
Bro, if you can find this shit on YouTube or anywhere really, the trainers was really out there putting on the mic. The trainers is funny as fuck. Bo McIntyre and Derek Jones.
They're going at it.
Bro, look it up. It's you'll thank me for it.
But they're really on some shit right now with, Crawford, Spence, Haney, Gervonta, fucking throw my boy Shakur in there. Like, they got a real good group of guys within that weight class right now, man. Real good.
They saying to thank Ryan Garcia for stepping up to Gervonta.
You have to.
That's what's up.
Rolly wish he was in those conversations.
Who, me?
Tiafimo retired too.
Tio retired?
He retired.
Yeah.
I smell pussy.
I think Crawford has just faced stiffer competition across the board. Like, they both have a win over Sean Porter, but Crawford came up against Amir Khan and some of those veteran savvy guys. And I don't know if Spence has fought those same kind of guys that Crawford has. So I think his experience is going to be what is enough to bring him forward.
All right. That's what's up. All right. Have you guys been watching, keeping up on WWE? Nico, what do you think of this whole, what do you think of the bloodline and the tribal council and all that shit?
With me, that was one of the greatest promos, contract signings I've ever seen in my life last Friday. The way that it was introduced to us as tribal combat and the two don't touch. Instead, they embrace head to head. That's some shit we've never seen before. I thought that was amazing. Roman stopped Solo from, making contact with Jay. I thought that was dope too. It just continues on with the layers. If you
Nico, you're frozen, bro. That's a good
elders,
screenshot.
he spoke to the elders, and he's like,
Now you're muted. Nico, you're freezing and muting, bro.
"Ah, shit, sorry."
We missed all that. You said, okay, what were you saying? They spoke to the elders and what?
It's just cool how they're revealing that Jay was the one who spoke to the elders about them having the tribal combat, and they're just peeling back all the layers to the story, and I just think it's really dope. And Michael Cole is doing a brilliant job at narrating us through this as well.
Right. Okay. That's what's up. What do you guys think of this whole situation?
I think it's dope. I mean, it's almost like cinematic at this point with everything that they're trying to do and keeping you guessing.
Right.
To a degree, I agree with that, but I feel like you could also just see how they intend on keeping the belt on Roman until Mania. Like, we've already saw him beat Jay. We know Jay isn't taking this title off of him. And I feel like at this point, we're just waiting for Jimmy to return to turn on Jay, or for Solo to turn on Roman, and then for him to go into a program versus Solo. And it's just, I feel like we can just see the fucking, I don't know, the writing's on the wall that he's going to have this until next Mania.
Yo, not out of left field, but Umaga's son made his debut this weekend.
That's right.
Right. And that reality of wrestling.
He looks tougher than all the Usos. He looks exactly like Umaga, bro.
What's his name? Zilla Fatu?
Zilla Fatu.
Yeah.
So I like all of this. The only thing I kind of disagree with, and I mean, it might not even happen this way, but like when they were describing the match, what didn't the match just sound kind of like just a no rules match?
Yeah.
He was like, "I hit you with a chair."
Yeah, bro. It's this we're gonna have a Viking match. What
right.
the fuck
I
is
mean,
a Viking match?
It's nothing. But I'm just saying, if you're gonna do like a tribal whatever kind of match or whatever, I feel like they should have put some kind of stipulation on it. It's just something.
It is, bro. Whoever wins is the tribal chief. You get the leg.
But I'm talking about like as far as like a rule. I mean, it's basically just a hardcore match.
Yeah, but if you put the lay at the top of the building, then it's just a ladder match.
You're right.
We have every fucking match underneath the sun. What are we gonna do?
I think they could have done something to make it a little bit different.
We want the Punjabi prison match again.
What if they surrounded the ring with Samoan women?
Doing what?
Will, what if we go there and put together the Hell in a Cell cage for him?
Hell yeah, do something.
You just have to. You have to put lays on all the ropes. The ring is covered in flowers?
No, I'm just saying they should
fight in a grass skirt.
Yes, that would be good.
They're gonna fight on the waterfall like Black Panther.
Fuck yeah, I'll watch that.
Is this your king?
No, I feel like they could have done something. They could have done something to make it just a little bit different than every other hardcore no rules match.
There's a pig roasting at the announce table.
And they still might do something. You know what I mean? They may do something, but
yeah,
all
the elders, maybe all the elders are there. Maybe.
Just something to make it different than, like I said, every other.
No pinfall.
No pinfall?
No pinfall. You got to beat them unconscious.
Yeah, or make them quit.
No quitting. I feel like it has to be that last man standing type of vibe.
I quit. I don't care. Man, just keep bashing.
Keep bashing them.
That's what's up. And we were talking a little bit before we went on the air. We'll jump over to AEW. Man, the bro sessions, fucking great, man. Adam Cole and MJF, I love it. Some people are bashing it online. I know BC, you said something about that earlier. Like your theory about people bashing AEW. Go ahead and say what you're going to say, man.
People don't realize that at this age of wrestling that basically everything is a rewrite and a rewash of something from the past, and they just gotta respect that. I mean, just be like, respect things for today for what they are,
Right.
versus being like, oh, we've seen this before or this, that, the third. I mean, let things build. They try to jump off boats. They try to jump off ships so fast. They don't
Right.
really let the stories catch, and that hurts writing.
For sure. I
And
mean,
then
it kind of
when these moments happen and like the generation below us hears about it, then they go on YouTube and they search it up and they see that shit, right? And isn't that what we want as fans? Because the same motherfuckers complaining that we seen this once before will be the same ones telling youngsters that they don't know jack shit about anything. So what are we really doing here?
yeah.
We're just looking for something to bitch about.
Right.
You're just looking for something to bitch about. Like, I think that it's beautiful that my son knows who Cody Rhodes is. And because he knows who Cody Rhodes is, he knows who Dusty Rhodes is. Because of the promos. Because he talks about hard times. You know what I mean? I think that that's fucking amazing.
I agree. That's pretty fucking awesome, man. No, I like it. I mean, yeah, sure. They did stuff like with Shawn Michaels and Stone Cold tagging up, even though they were kind of feuding. They did, the Rock and Sock connection. But I mean, I feel like all of them have like a different flavor, a different twist on it. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. They did it in ECW a couple times. I mean, who cares? You know what I mean? They're not just doing the exact same thing. You know what I mean? Like the
I
fucking
think
birthday party was hilarious to me. Adam Cole's
Birthday party. Yeah, that shit was funny as hell.
fucking great, man.
Did you see speaking of the past being repeated, just recently on NXT the two girls had to fight inside of the convenience store like Booker T and Stone Cold?
No, I didn't see that.
You gotta watch it, bro.
I
You
will. I'll
gotta
check
watch
it
it.
out.
Great callback. And she's like, clean up on aisle 3. It's like, nah, say clean up on aisle, jackass.
Yeah, for real.
Do it if you're gonna do it.
Yeah.
It's crazy because they curse way more on AEW than they do on WWE
Way more.
because of the different fan bases. So the fact that they didn't take that part and just do it.
Yep. Ben, what were you gonna say about the about MJF? You're muted.
I just think people move off the next hot thing so quickly now because of social media being what it is, and I feel like the people that are bitching about this storyline are just kind of over the character of MJF in general. Because like he went from being the best heel in wrestling, according to dirt sheets and Facebook posts, to doing the same tired bullshit every day, and all he does is talk shit about the town and the people from the town, and so people just like to, like Nico said, people like to bitch, and I think that's mostly what this is just people. Oh, now he's a face. Oh, whoa, and so it's just people complaining.
Fucking wheel.
Yep.
Huh?
What niggas want to reinvent the wheel? It's like, what the fuck does a heel look like winning clean every match?
Yep.
That's not what the wheel is.
The same people who are bitching about MJF's tired baloney are the same people that are like, Roman wins by disqualification or somebody interfering all the time. It's like he's a heel. That's what he's supposed to do.
He's supposed to.
How many?
But he used to do this. He used to be a face, motherfucker. The wheel.
And you hated him as a face, right? I mean,
Yep. How many years did we see Ric Flair win dirty, like in a row? Like he would win every match dirty. He would come out every night talking about how he's a player and a pimp and all the girls he's got. It wasn't the exact same promo, but it was the same basis.
How many times can we watch the man drop to his knees and beg for forgiveness and then low blow the guy? You still gonna walk over there and shake his hand?
Bro, one of the greatest. For real. And one of the greatest heels of all time. And like they talk about how Steamboat was like one of the greatest faces of all time. So he was always a face. Rick Rude was pretty much always a heel and one of the greatest heels of all time. And bro, all of his promos, he was talking about all the fat sweat hog chicks in that town. Every single one of them. Probably 5 years straight on WWF television.
Thank y'all for proving my point. Thank y'all for proving my point. The same people who hate MJF for doing that.
Even that fat one.
Yeah.
The same people who hate MJF for doing that cheer when Roman Reigns says acknowledge me, and they cheer when Miz says when my hand goes up, your mouth goes shut. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So what are you expecting? You showed up for this.
The only thing I would
Exactly.
change about MJF is he screams a lot. It's like, bro, use the microphone. You don't have to scream so much.
I think it's funny that he calls everybody buddy or bud. I think it's fucking hilarious because he does it to piss people off. He's like, "Hey, bud." Like, I think it's fucking great, man. I like him. I feel like he's a good throwback heel. I don't care if he does the same match over and over and the same promo over and over. It works, so why change it? You know? I
Well,
mean,
he started his new finisher is the roll up, right, or the small package, or whatever it is. That's like his new finisher is just the pin from. It's like a shit ass pin. Oh, a headlock takeover. That's his new
oh
finisher.
yeah, the headlock. Yeah.
Yeah.
Another thing to talk about real quick while we're on AEW is did you guys see the Ben? I know that I think you said you don't like Jack Perry or you do. Were you saying that you didn't like him?
Oh, I like Jack Perry now that he's not Jungle Boy, but
Okay, you didn't like
I had a
Jungle Boy,
hard
right?
time following behind him when he was Jungle Boy. But
Bro, I liked it. He went to the desert and buried himself.
I like what he's doing. I like his work on TV now that he's a heel.
He's doing really good, way better than I thought because I thought he was terrible as Jungle Boy. I couldn't stand like watching him anything. Basically, Nico, did you see that he went out to the desert and buried Jungle Boy?
Nah, I missed that.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
I'll check
And
that
then
He
he
came
comes
out.
out.
Yeah, he was gonna say he came out to that theme music and was like, no, this shit is not me, and he has new theme music now.
Yeah, and it's Beethoven,
Nice.
and the crowd does
I'll
not
have to
like
check
it.
that out. I'm gonna watch that.
Yeah,
So
I
what's the
like what
deal?
they're doing.
I heard that Kevin Owens injured his ribs or some shit like that. Anybody
That's
else hear that?
legit.
That's
Yeah.
legitimate.
Yep.
So what are they gonna do? Are they gonna?
I don't
They're
think
working.
yeah.
Sorry.
Well, I was gonna say I don't think if it's ribs, it's not like you know what I mean. It's not like he can go get surgery or he's gonna need months off. So, in my opinion, what I think that they're gonna do is probably have a tag match with him and Sammy versus Dom and Damian Priest at SummerSlam, and just have Sammy take most of the match. Because I mean, with messed up ribs, you could still work. You
Yeah.
just, you know what I mean, and you're not at risk of like fucking something up so bad you're gonna need surgery. It's not like you've got a torn ACL or something like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think that they'll just kind of like just disguise it a little bit. He
Okay.
may be hurt, and I think that'll you know what I mean. I don't think he'll wrestle a whole lot, but I think at SummerSlam they'll do him and Sammy versus Dom and Damian. I think that's where they were working towards anyway.
You could put him out there, just put him up there, have him go late, like have him go lean up against the post and take a chair shot to the face. Boom, he's out for the whole match.
Pretty much, yeah. Yep.
So
Hey.
you think they'll drop him, or you think that they'll continue to have him as champs?
I think they'll continue to be champs until the Street Profits are ready for the belts.
We need them to continue as champs so they don't start looking fucking stupid.
Yeah.
The belts, not those
Right,
two
right.
clearly, but
No,
yeah. I mean, but if they were to drop them, like Dom and Priest, it wouldn't be. I mean, well, no, because Priest has the Money in the Bank shit, so it wouldn't even really make that much sense.
right.
What are you saying over there, Ben?
I was just saying, Dom has that NXT belt, and Priest has Money in the Bank. So I feel like the titles would look like Nico said. They'd almost look stupid, like a back burner.
He's gonna lose that title before then, though.
You think so?
Yeah, he's gonna lose it at the pay-per-view.
Nuclear Heat, bro. That was fucking insane when he won that belt.
He's bringing prestige to that title, dude. We're seeing it on the show. I tuned into NXT for the first time the other day just because I knew Dom was on it. So I know that there's other people doing that shit. I know there's little kids doing that shit if I'm doing that.
I don't think he'll keep it though.
You don't?
Nah. Nope.
It does separate them from what Brandon was saying, looking exactly like the Bloodline.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's true.
If
I
they
just
could all do singles titles.
I mean, that would be pretty cool. But I just don't see how you're gonna. I mean, Dominic right now is like showing up on all 3 shows. Like he's Raw, NXT and SmackDown. He was the main event of all three the other week. I don't know if you guys heard Michael Cole say that.
Fucking man.
Right, but he's not gonna be able to do that every week, all three shows, man. I mean, I don't
He's
think
young,
that's
bro. Why not? We used to
Yo,
see the superstars all the time. We used to see that on
we did, but that's a lot
Sunday,
of travel,
Monday,
man.
and Friday or Wednesday. We saw it all the time.
I just think it's a lot of travel for him, man.
Yeah.
Because when we
would
saw
Drew
them,
McIntyre look good in the fuck, what's it called? Judgment Day?
would Drew McIntyre look good?
Yeah.
In Judgment
Maybe.
Day?
Yeah.
Maybe.
No.
All right. I was just thinking about a twist on a twist, but what if Damian cashes in and then comes out at the end of McIntyre versus Gunther and takes Gunther's title?
I mean, that'd be pretty cool. But...
Imperium has a couple.
For the IC.
All right, I'm gonna take a play out of Nico's book only because he said it, around Mania or whatever. But with Gunther getting ready to break the all-time record, they're not taking that belt off him for a while, man. It's gonna be a few more months because isn't he like a few months away from the all-time record for longest IC champ?
Yeah, and they're liking doing this long title run with their champions.
At this point, you gotta just give it to him, right? I think, right? I mean,
or you have them lose it like right before.
I just, I don't know. I feel like, and it sucks because
I feel like he ain't been there that long to deserve that. He's already had the title for so long.
He has had it for a while. I mean, it sucks because we don't get him in that heavyweight title picture right now.
Exactly, but see, that's the thing. That's what I was gonna say too. That belt is basically transitional because whoever wins that belt usually goes up to go for the heavyweight championship and usually don't go back to that belt for a while.
Right.
Until they're done with their WWF championship run. Excuse me, their heavyweight championship run. Then they go back for that belt. But besides that, at some point he gotta lose it.
Yeah.
I think Gunther will be one of the first. Like once Cody wins the belt, I think Gunther will be one of Cody's first feuds as champion.
Yeah, that makes sense. He should be. Yeah, I was thinking about that. I think that Rollins right now, his thing, he should just keep going through the Judgment Day. Like, go ahead and just let him finish up with Finn, and then he can have a program with Dominic. Keep Damian out of it because he's got the briefcase, so you kind of can threaten with it. But there's just not a lot of good heels on Raw to put against Seth right now. I don't know.
Yeah, you're kind of right. No, you're kind of right.
You know.
We gotta make some more.
I think the biggest threat to his title right now is Rhea Ripley. Whoever's corner she is in is like who they. Hey, but that's an idea right there. They could do Rhea and Dom versus Seth and Becky, and that would probably be a decent feud.
Well, I'd watch Logan take another crack at him.
Watch Logan yet? That wouldn't be bad. Bro, Logan's promo the other night was pretty fucking good. Then he came in the back and he was okay. Everything was good until he got to the back. Everything was good. He got into a Ricochet. He goes to the back, goes, Ricochet, I'm gonna come fight you next Monday night. Okay, but it's like the beginning of Raw. You got the whole night to fight him. Why are you coming back next week to fight him? Like, I didn't like that.
I love how he downplayed the other week when Ricochet flipped out of the ring. That was cool.
Yeah, that was. I like how he live streams himself doing shit or whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. And it's like that's one thing about WWE they're kind of screwing up with, in my opinion, right now. It's like on Raw, they have like this mid-card group of 5 guys like Shinsuke, Ricochet, Brunson Reed. Now they're doing the Ricochet and Logan match, but
and Ciampa.
Ciampa, and they're just kind of just going around in a circle. The Miz, and it's pointless. It's so bad right now.
Turning heel right now?
Huh?
Is Shinsuke turning heel right now?
Yeah, it definitely seems that way.
Dude is looking diabolical, bro.
Definitely seems like they're grooming him to be the next title challenger. Because if you turn him heel, then he kind of, by default, gets to fight Seth.
Get to be thrown into that picture.
Yeah.
Probably. I will tell you this, guys. Ludwig Kaiser, that dude has really come into his own on the main roster. He's pretty fucking funny. Like, he's got a lot of charisma. His in-ring works okay. You know what I mean? He has decent matches, but on the mic, he's really good.
I was scrolling on Facebook earlier today, and there was one of those pictures, and it was like you get $100,000 if you last 3 minutes in the ring with any WWE superstar who you
I
choose.
saw that too, yeah.
And I chose Ludwig Kaiser. Like I was like easy money, but you're right. He is starting to come into his own.
Bro,
But-
Kevin Owens pulled the 50 Cent the other day, man. And you know how 50 Cent, he said, from now on, Jim Jones is in charge of Dipset. That's what Kevin Owens said. He's like, you should be in charge of Imperium. I like you better than I like him. That's what he said to Ludwig Kaiser. I loved it. I was like, that was great. That was a good promo he cut, man.
Kevin's starting to blow up too much for my liking, man. He's going crazy.
Yeah, they're just making
all that screaming can't be good for his ribs. He need to tone that shit down.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. They kind of have him as like that loose cannon character now. I don't know.
I also heard a rumor that Brady's supposed to come back, and they said look out around SummerSlam because he's so synonymous with it.
I would like to see that. But with them right now, with them fucking his stuff up so much, they would just have him come back and feud, and like have Randy Orton come back the next week, and they'd be feuding for 6 months, and people would be like, "What the fuck?"
I hate to see him come back and then throw him in the picture versus Roman because you already know what they're gonna do to him. So it's like, come back for what?
Maybe versus Seth. Maybe have him and Seth feud. I mean, I would like that, but
because technically he didn't get drafted to a show, did he?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
No, because he's been gone since the Rumble. Well, right after.
Coming back for the Pepsi Pineapple match against
the Pepsi Pineapple.
Austin Theory or some shit, probably.
Maybe he'll come back and be part of the Hurt Business. Maybe he was in the limo.
Maybe. Of course, it was MVP, right?
Theory isn't bad though.
What's that?
You saw what I did to the man you idolized. Like feuding versus Theory wouldn't be bad, but he doesn't need the U.S. title.
Nah.
And you would hate to see him job out to Austin too.
Yeah. I don't know, man. We'll have to see. You guys have anything else you want to touch on before we get out of here?
Pause.
Hey, yo, pause, bro. Major pause, bro. He's just going crazy tonight. Absolutely bananas with these innuendos. It's insane.
I said, is there anything else you want to? Okay, is there anything else you would like to discuss before we leave? Nico Getling.
We got to slow down, bro. That's all, man.
Killing me, bro.
The whole entire show pause is about man-on-man action. We just don't need this as well, bro. Like,
all right, Nico,
right?
Who will not
right after I was about to say that Seth Rollins versus Shinsuke Nakamura would be the zestiest entrances of all time.
Oh my
Here
god,
you
bro.
go with the zestiest exit of all time.
Who can out-zest who?
All right,
yo,
Nico.
If you watch their full entrances, you sus. If they booked in a match and you watch them both come out fully, you sus. It's sus, bro.
You gotta take a bathroom break and come back.
You gotta go get the chips and salsa while they come out. If you're not getting chips and salsa while they come out, bro, there's something wrong with you.
Piss break. Nico, did you ever see Shinsuke in any of his MMA fights?
I haven't.
I'm gonna tell you why I like Shinsuke for real, like because he actually can fight. But so Dr. Death Steve Williams, after he was kind of washed up, he got into MMA and got his ass whooped by this dude. I can't remember his name. I think he was like, Ben, you know what I'm talking about? He was like a Russian guy, I think. And he like washed Dr. Death, like embarrassed him. and like Dr. Death was one of Shinsuke Nakamura's heroes, and Shinsuke fought that dude next and beat the fuck out of him.
Yes.
So I like for that. I'll never disrespect Shinsuke. For real, I don't care how ridiculous he gets, man. Dude,
The only random wrestler I remember with an MMA career was Sean O'Hare.
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Mike Tyson doing it to what's his name?
What's that?
Who Mike Tyson do it to for Ali?
Oh yeah, Trevor Burbick.
Was it? I thought it was Larry. Nah.
Oh, was it Larry Holmes? No, I think it was
right?
Trevor Burbick.
Okay.
Ali's last fight was Burbick, and Mike Tyson knocked him down 3 times with 1 punch. You remember that?
But who did he take the title off of?
Trevor Burbick.
Okay. Yeah.
Only person I'm picking in the street fight to beat Mike Tyson is Steve Blackman. That's it. No substitutes.
Wait, hold on. No.
You know that's not true.
No. Steve Blackman. Oh my God. Met Steve Blackman at New York City Cafe with my pops actually.
Word.
Nope.
He was eating a scone.
Huh?
He was eating a scone.
No.
That's not what white people do.
Some white people do eat scones.
Some of them, man. I'm sure there's some French black dudes out there too eating scones.
I doubt it.
PC, you know he was eating like a peach muffin actually, man.
I bet you Jay Wright has had a scone before.
Jay White with his tea and crumpets.
I feel like he's definitely a scone type of guy.
Scone guy. Get a coffee and a scone.
All right,
Yeah,
Nico, take it to the house, bro. You guys got me delirious over here.
There's no need to adjust your screen. It's not Bruce Buffett, but you've been here live with TFG from my cousin Willie G and my cousin BC and the man, the stash. It is me, Nick Diddy, saying we'll holler at y'all next week.